The equipment in this kit and the procedures described in the training are intended for a single computer hybrid meeting setup. Configurations incorporating multiple computers or tablets are not covered in what follows. In the setup described here, the second display, that is the projector, will be configured to duplicate the primary display or your computer screen. If you want to use extended display mode, the procedure for sharing PowerPoint slideshows on Zoom is slightly different. The supplied microphone is intended for sending audio from the room to the online participants. Similarly, the speaker is for transmitting sounds from the PC and remote participants to the audience in the room. Your meeting room may already have a PA system. If not, you may use the PC audio to amplify the speaker's voice for the local audience. First, let's turn on the PC while we have a look at what's in the box. So here we have a camera tripod, a router, a microphone, a speaker, a webcam, a slide presenter, two USB hubs, a USB lead, and an HDMI lead. I'm now about ready to start assembling and plugging the items together. But first, I want to check that my computer has connected to the Wi-Fi network. We'll talk later about the 4G router in your kit, but for now, I'm using the in-house Wi-Fi. So now that we're ready to start, let's start with the tripod and camera. First, I'll remove the tripod from its bag. And now, normally you would extend the tripod legs. They undo like this and clip back together. But for now, we're just going to operate at table height, so I'll put it back here. There's a lever here which you can open out and turn. And there is a winder here to raise to about waist height. When you release that, if you lock it behind the leg like that, it will stop it from unwinding when the weight of the camera. And now we're going to talk about the quick release plate, which is on the top of the stand. If you detach that, and there's a screw here which attaches to the base of the camera. If we take the camera and attach that to the base, and now you'll leave that on the camera from here on in. You never need to take it off again. When you're assembling the camera in future, you just open the lever, slot that in, and let it catch itself back. Simple as that. Next, we'll prepare the microphone. We'll take it out of its box. And you'll see it's upside down. We turn it up the right way, and the lead plugs into the base, and the other end goes into a USB port on your computer. On the front of the microphone there is a button with a green light. This is the volume button. You control the volume by twisting the knob. If you press the button, it mutes the sound. On the back of the microphone there is another button. This determines the pattern in which the sound is picked up. It has two settings: Omni, which is even surround sound from all directions, and Cardioid, which is focused towards the front. I would recommend that in most situations you'll prefer to use Cardioid rather than Omni. In your kit you'll find two USB hubs. This one is a USB-C hub. It has an oval connector. And this one is a USB-A hub. It has a rectangular connector. We're going to use the USB-A hub here to plug into my computer. Except I don't know which way is up. And then we'll plug the camera and the microphone into the hub. The first time you connect these devices to your computer, it will look for the drivers and may take a minute or two to find them. Next, we'll get the speaker working. On first use, you will need to charge the battery. There is a charging lead in the box. There is a port on the bottom of your speaker. You plug the lead in there and plug the other lead into a USB port or a charger. I'm now going to turn it on. There's an on button on the top. Press and hold. And you hear the sound when it turns on. Because this hasn't been charged, it's turned itself off again straight away. When it's turned on, the plus and the minus buttons control the volume. Next, we'll set up the slide presenter. As you get it in the box, it has a separate battery which you need to put in. It goes in that way with the positive terminal towards the back. Inside the back, you'll find a USB connector. Take that out and replace the cover. On the side, you'll find the on-off switch. Push it forward for on. You can test that it's on by pressing the laser pointer button, and you can see it there. And now we plug this into a USB port, which can be on the hub or on your computer. Notice the blue light comes on. And now let's connect your projector using the HDMI lead in your kit. Plug one end into the HDMI port on your computer and the other end goes into the HDMI port on your projector. Once you've plugged in your projector, on your computer, right-click on the desktop and go to Display Settings. If you scroll down, to where it says multiple displays, make sure that duplicate these displays is selected. Now whatever is shown on your computer screen will be repeated on your projector. Should you need to use the 4G router, I'll show you how to set it up. First, you need to have a SIM card, and you place it in the SIM card slot. Push it in until it clicks. Next, you need to attach the antennae to the router. Screw them in until they're tight, and then bend them to face upwards. Next, you need to plug in the power pack. It goes in there, and attach the other end to power. Once your modem has been plugged in, give it about a minute and the lights will move to this state. That shows you the strength of the signal. You can see your Wi-Fi there, and it's ready to use.